Hello, it's the Mismatched Podcast, broadcasting live from Dana's dining room
now
table.
We're in my kitchen because my kids started a puzzle downstairs and took over our podcasting area.
It's okay. This is kind of nice.
We're sitting in my kitchen. It's okay.
It's fine. Dana has some sun. She just got back last night at 1 a.m.
I did. And
Where was it you were at again?
I was at St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
And where did you stay? We just talked about this.
I stayed at the Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, not because she works at Patterson Fruit Farm.
Not because of that. My little brother belongs to the Marriott Vacation Club.
Oh, look, the Red Cross is calling me to donate
they
blood.
want you to donate. My little brother belongs to Marriott Vacation Club, and he was very, very good to us and shared his points with us.
That's really nice. So you guys went, your brother and Katie went, and then Katie's brother and wife went.
Correct.
To the six of you. What a nice little time.
It was, we had a wonderful time. We had beautiful weather. It was like 85 and sunny. We got there Friday morning, left last night. Like it was basically 3 days.
I think trips with 6 people is a nice number.
6 is a very good number. It's not too many. Sometimes like I feel nothing against like 4, but like it helps you like if you kind of like want to break off a little bit or, it was good. It was perfect. And it was like a perfect time frame as well. I felt like because
it was a good length of time.
Yeah. Like we actually felt like we were there longer than we were.
So you were there all day Friday. We got there Friday.
First of all,
was there a time change?
There's a 1 hour time change. They're 1 hour ahead of us.
Okay.
Which you don't often go ahead.
Yeah.
So they're 1 hour ahead of us, and it's much farther than I realized. It is, so we flew an hour to DC, and then it's 4-hour flight.
Really? I guess I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so it's east of Puerto Rico. And then to get home, it was 3 hours north to Miami, and then 3 hours to Miami home. So it was
okay. I like the 3 and 3 better.
I would prefer the 3 and 3 for sure. Although I made the mistake of sleeping on the second flight straight home. I mean, I slept.
And then you got home and you couldn't sleep.
I struggled. Although I did still fall asleep, but I struggled with that a little bit. But I fell asleep.
You woke up to a snowstorm and snow day.
Snow day with the kids, which actually it worked out beautifully because I didn't have much work to do to catch up because of you. Thank you, Kristin.
You're welcome.
Kristin bailed me out.
I
yesterday.
left everything how I would want it to be left if I was going on vacation.
It was perfect. I am very, very grateful. I came into very little work this morning, so I literally went into work for like 2 hours. My kids had a snow day. I got to come home. We just ran back up to the market and picked out a Christmas tree. It's currently sitting in our garage so it can fall a little bit, and we're going to probably put it out tonight so we can decorate it. And
the kids were supposed to go to the Cavs game.
Yeah.
But because there's no school, there's no band
game.
performance at Cavs.
So now we have the night that we'll decorate.
Not us. We are going, I guess I got tricked. I thought we were going to a toy drive like around here. We're going to a toy drive an hour and 20 minutes south of us.
Stop. That's really far.
That's really far. And it's like, we're going to be there for a couple hours and then we'll come home.
Where is it?
I don't know. Worcester.
What time do you have to leave?
4:30.
Oh, that's early.
I know. That's we're podcasting early. But prior to that, we have to go look at skis for the kids. We have to take our skis. And the snow has prompted us to get all of our snow stuff ready.
I felt like parent of the year because when we went to go look for a Christmas tree, my middle son, Sam, was like, Mom, what shoes should I wear?
What shoes did your daughter wear? Because her muck boots that we gave her are at our house.
That's what she.
Okay.
I was gonna go buy her a pair of boots.
Yeah, she has those at our house.
Because she also doesn't have boots. And when she called Campbell to say, hey, I'm gonna wait to go because she was gonna go sled riding with I don't know, did they go sled riding?
I don't know what they're doing.
So she was gonna go sled
They're
riding
over there
at your
doing
house.
something.
Yeah, and she said, oh, I need boots. And then Campbell said, well, you have boots over here. So
she has bogs. They're like brand new bogs.
So she's wearing those. So I did not end up buying her boots because she's got those. But Sam was like, Mom, what shoes do I wear? So I realized Poor Sam. He's such a middle child. Like he has no shoes. So we just ran to Kohl's and thankfully they had some nice Columbia boots, bought him real quick and ran back home. And now he has boots. So
nice. Well, we woke up and
there's quite a few inches.
Well, so Bill thinks we got a foot.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it blew away.
Interesting. Like I got in at 1 o'clock this morning.
Nothing. At 2:30, there wasn't anything.
So
like maybe a tiny dusting.
I thought when I went to bed at 1, I was like, these kids are not getting a snow day if it hasn't even started at this point. By the time we woke up at 6, it had stopped. So like it came fast. fast.
I think it came fast and plentiful. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot out there.
There's quite a bit.
So, which is nice. It was a nice dry. Someone said it was a wet snow, but it was easy to blow off. We just blew it off our cars because we were not prepared. We've got our 1-car garage, like has the stuff from the bathroom remodel in it. Campbell's car we parked in because she would be the first one to leave. And then we didn't even pull like the other cars in the garages because
we don't even have our snowplow stakes up.
No, we do have those up. Dave put those up the other day. But anyways, we were not prepared. We were not prepared in the barn for anything. So, I mean, the rabbits were covered, but we're doing a little barn remodel and construction. And so we have like holes cut out for windows that have feed sacks over them and tarps. And we look like real hillbillies up there. That's okay. But it still blew in. And so all the water is froze and winter is here. So ready or not.
Yep. So while we were gone, my mother-in-law called and our heat has been acting up. It got real chilly in the house. So we had to have our heating guys come out this morning, who, thank you to Cabela. However, because we don't have those stakes up, we now have a new, further bigger driveway.
Really? Well, they're lucky that they didn't run into like your culvert.
I know. Like I can't even be mad. I mean, it's fixable. It's not a big deal. But I'm like laughing. I'm like, oh, that's our fault.
Well, I'm glad their truck is okay because you have ditches on either side.
Totally took out. Like I'm like, oh, there's a big mud pit now. Like,
oh goodness,
so frustrating.
Well, Campbell hasn't really driven in the snow.
Yeah,
and so Dave called over and said, hey, I think before we salt the parking lot, you should let Campbell like drive around.
Yeah.
And so she did, and her car is so good in the snow.
My mom has it.
She's a Subaru and the Outback. And it's great. So then they're like, Bob and I think that you should like go over and see how it does in the grass, like in all the snow. I'm like, are you going to pull me out if she gets stuck?
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, we're here. So they were watching. And it was so fun. We were literally just doing like donuts.
Just for fun, because you could.
Because she was like feeling like how she drifts and like the control.
Can I just say,
it was
like,
a great experience.
What kid gets this opportunity?
I know, right?
Like no kid.
I was having fun.
This is what makes a good driver. Like what kid gets the opportunity to take their own car also nonetheless and be like, here, feel what the car feels like when
in all this
it's
snow.
drifting, when it's doing that.
And
like,
so Bob, Rogish Farms, is probably doing something funny with it because he was videoing the whole thing.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And so I'm like, hey, can you send that video? Campbell really wants to see it. And he's like, I'm not done with it yet.
That's going to be on social at some
But it
point.
was fun. I mean, it really was a great experience for her. But we were driving through snow that you would never normally drive through. She doesn't have 4-wheel drive. I mean, she has 4-wheel drive, but not like...
It's all-wheel drive.
It's all-wheel drive.
Right. Which that's actually what my car has. Like my car has all-wheel drive.
And you can't take it out of its little like mode.
Right.
And so it was good. It was nice. So I'm a big fan of the Subaru.
That is awesome.
And Uncle Dave and Bob were super fun today. Kim was like, I can't believe they're letting me do this. And I'm like, honestly, me either. Just don't hit our camper trailer.
It was a slow day at the market.
We're doing donuts out in the driveway.
I texted the one girl because Bill was like, hey, we're going to call some people off, obviously, because we didn't need everybody in. And I texted her and I said, I hope you feel like you're back in school. Enjoy your snow day. Like,
yeah.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. My family came. So first of all, whoops. I didn't realize my sister's pregnant. She doesn't listen, so it doesn't matter. But I put a post like a couple weeks ago about Archie and Olive being big brother and sister. And my mom's like, do you know that they haven't told anyone they're pregnant? I'm like, what do you mean? They told everyone. No, apparently they hadn't. So anyways, they did their birth like.
I mean, I saw she posted the announcement.
Yeah, so she did her announcement. But I didn't realize, I mean, no one, it wasn't like people were beating down the door, but she's like, she didn't care. But I'm like, I really blew that one.
I didn't even know that you did that.
So they just did their formal. It was a very casual post. But might have been in a story, so I don't even think anyone saw it.
That she just put up, which was an adorable post.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. My whole family was there. It was like full of little kids and it was great and we loved it. And
that's nice.
The kids are all cute. And my brother was up from Mississippi. And
that's awesome. That's so nice.
Our house was very full of toys and dogs and all the fun things.
That's fun.
So it was great.
That's fun. We had my mother-in-law like slept here, because she watched my kids while we left the day after Thanksgiving. And so we were leaving.
This might be a new tradition for you.
To go on vacation.
Yeah, it was nice.
I will say, so we traveled for Thanksgiving last year. We were in Disney World over Thanksgiving. And then now this year we did this. I don't think I love it.
You don't love it?
No,
You want to be home getting things ready?
Yeah, I think it's just especially with as busy as the market is prior to Thanksgiving, and then hosting Thanksgiving, and then leaving immediately following.
It probably wasn't fun at the moment, but once you're there, it was nice.
I mean, the second I stepped foot in the pool, I had a drink in my hand, and I was like, as soon as they gave me that like fruity little,
Did you get an umbrella?
Oh, I was like, I want the, what's it called with the, a Miami Vice. It's the pina colada and a strawberry daiquiri mixed. And I was like living my best life at that point. So then, of course, I was relaxed. But, it's just so chaotic getting up to that point. And
it's never fun leaving for vacation.
No.
Or coming home.
Or coming home, for that matter. But so I feel like, and I would have really enjoyed, I feel like I'm really grateful for today being an unexpected day off, because I have not had a day at home with nothing in months.
Yeah. And I have a lot to do.
And I'm so excited to we're going to, as soon as we're done podcasting.
I'm jealous that you're home tonight. I would really like to be home.
Yeah, I'm home tonight. Tom just told me he plays in a golf simulator indoor league. And he's starting
tonight.
He's starting tonight. And so the kids and I are going to decorate the tree, and they're like, oh, do you think that Dad's going to care that he's not here? I'm like, no. Dad has zero interest in participating.
Well, I cut down my own tree. If you read my Facebook post, you already know this.
Facebook post.
Because everyone was doing different things. And so I was also winterizing our RV livestock trailer camper, which of course wasn't easy because our pump went bad. Our pump is broke. So anyways, between Dave and I, we figured it out. We hooked up a new pump, from the maple syrup pumps, and hooked it up, and I got it winterized.
That's very resourceful.
Yeah, it was nice. And we ordered the new pump, but for now we got it winterized. But I needed some more RV fluid, and Dave said he had some at the farm. And so I went over, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to cut my tree down now. No one's with me. So I cranked up the music out of the car, left the door open, went out there, holly jolly, cut it down. And it really is the perfect tree. Might have said all went bad when it fell over in the house because I watered it and the stand was crooked and the water went all over the floor. It was great.
Oh my goodness.
And Bill's like, why exactly do you have it in this barrel? Why don't you just put it on the floor? And like, because that doesn't look as cute. I want it to look cute.
What do you mean you have it in a barrel?
So I have an old maple syrup barrel, a little barrel. It's probably about 3 feet tall, like this. And then I set the stand down in the top of the barrel. It's always fit perfect. And then I put the tree in the stand. And it looks like the tree is coming out of the maple syrup barrel. So anyways, somehow the tree stayed straight. The barrel or the stand went crooked. And when I went to water it, I watered it. And it all ran out the side. So it's all over the hardwood floors. I'm like, oh my gosh. But the tree was still standing.
Have you decorated your tree yet?
Oh, no. I just put it up. But it had so many pine cones and so much sap. Bill's like, how do you get this stuff? I mean, it is the sappiest tree I've ever seen, but it's so cute. I can't wait for you to see it. It's not even decorated. If I didn't put anything on it, it'd still look perfect.
Oh,
and then I took it over to Bob's little stand and I shook it. Mm-hmm. And then I just took it home. And I think his workers were like, she cuts her own tree down and brings it here. It was pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
So, and then we just got a Christmas tree from Tannenbaum Christmas Trees at Patterson Fruit Farm from
Well, that's what
Bob
I just
Rogish.
did.
Yeah.
That's what I just did.
It was a nice experience.
Yes, very helpful. And they shook it out for me. I did not have them put it in a net, actually, because we were literally just driving around the corner. So
Bill did because he thinks it's easier to get it in the door.
I guess there's validity to that, but we have it just sitting in the garage right now, so I guess we'll find out.
You know what everybody needs to remember when you put up your Christmas tree?
We have double doors here that we can just open. Our front doors are double doors, so we can just open those and it'll come right in. And
don't forget your tree bag.
Oh my gosh, that is the best thing ever. You just put that right under your skirt.
You do, and then you pull it right up over the tree.
So much better.
Guess who forgot the tree bag?
You.
Yeah.
Gosh. It really is the best thing. It's like the best.
I want everybody else to remember the tree bag because I did not remember it.
It is so worth it. It is so worth it. No, so yeah.
But remember to water your Christmas tree. Water your Christmas tree. Regular water is good. You can't let it run out of water because then it starts to seal up. So if you keep watering this first 3 to 5 to 6 days, they really drink a lot.
Sam is our resident tree waterer. He always.
That's good.
Yeah. Right.
Somebody's got to do the job.
That you're our resident tree waterer.
So real or fake? Let's talk. When I was growing up, the F word was fake.
So we were always
the 4-letter word.
We were real when my kids were really little, and then we switched over to fake for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years probably. Maybe less. Maybe 5 or 6 years.
That's when you returned the Costco tree.
So embarrassing. I'm still so like.
But now, how many years have you gotten a real one?
This is only 2 years now.
Second year.
Second year.
It's a nice tradition,
but
isn't it?
I prefer it. Yes, I
it
definitely
smells
prefer
so
it.
good.
Yeah, I prefer it for sure. So, and it's honestly, it is. I think it's a little. I don't know. Some people think a fake tree is easier.
I don't, because you always have light problems.
Right. And so this is just like, bam, it's up, like it's done. I mean, aside from the fact that we do have to string lights on it, of course, but like.
So I'm Christmas crazy, you know, like I have so many totes at Christmas. It takes me days to decorate, but Campbell has always wanted a white tree. And I'm like, white tree. Actually, I have a white tree if anybody needs one. But anyways, we found this flocked tree.
I hate this flocked tree. I need.
There's a different one. You hate the flocked tree at the market. What the flock?
I hate it so much.
They are so bad. I'm not gonna lie. They look pretty.
Sheds. Like, oh my goodness. When I climb
it looks like it
under
snowed in our house.
It looks awful. Like, I mean, it's beautiful. The tree does not look awful, but like I've climbed under it to like plug it in, plug it out.
Oh,
like,
it's
unplug
awful.
it. It's my
terrible.
hair is covered. My
you know, it
clothes-
has a remote control.
Where is the
I don't know, somewhere at the market, someone's hiding it. But anyway, so it looks like it snowed. I cannot get the cotton picking lights to work. I had to call up Bill. We don't even know how we got it to work. And then there's flocking everywhere.
Yeah,
all
it's
over.
awful.
And then of course it's fine. But then, so Parker's other grandparents have a Christmas tree farm. Mm-hmm. And so Parker cut down 2 concolor firs for Jack and for Parker, which a concolor fir, if you don't know, they smell a little citrusy. They're also supposed to be the only hypoallergenic Christmas tree.
Really?
If someone has allergies, they're known to be acceptable to people who have severe allergies. And they have a different look. They're like a little wiry and they're really fun. And so Parker brought back 2 of those. They smelled so good. So good.
So I think my only issue that I have in that I genuinely prefer the fake over a real tree is just like with the heavier ornaments. It is genuine, you know, it's easier.
You can hook them on there.
You can hook them on to a fake tree easier. That's all. I mean, that's my only reasoning for the ease of that.
Honestly, a white pine I think is so beautiful. But then you put ornaments on it and they all get saggy and droopy. But the white pine is a beautiful tree. So before we run out of time, so we were at the market and we were talking to a cute couple who was at the market without their kids.
No, I'm going to call her out.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, she would appreciate us calling her out.
Okay, that's
Wait,
fine.
before I call
like
anyone out, time out. We're going to go back to this in 1 second. Kayla, who works at the market in the fall.
Hi,
and
Kayla,
your hat's
at the market.
Your hat's at the market. But last week we talked about people that are avid listeners, and I got a text from Kayla saying, you know, I listen to you still every week.
Kayla really is like, I liked her when she did your nails and like she'd do my nails when I came over and begged her to, but she really is, I know you're listening, but she just is a fun person.
Yeah. She's good people.
And she's a hard worker.
She's good people. We like
her. She puts up with everything that happens at the market.
She puts up with me. But so she was like, hello.
It takes a lot, Kayla, I know.
Yes. And so I just have to say, and then Lisa texted me and was like, oh my gosh. I was
Lisa.
listening and you said my name because I called
yeah.
it, you know. So it was really funny. So I had to give a little shout out to Kayla there.
I'm glad you actually have some friends that listen.
Very few, but just a couple. Okay, so a friend of mine was at the market and they
have really cute kids. So of course I'm like, where are the boys?
Where are the boys? And she said, oh, I had the week off of work to get ready for the holiday, but they still went to daycare.
I think my eyes got so big.
And mine got so jealous.
I'm like, what? Like, you sent your kids to daycare and you were at home? She's like, I got a facial. Her skin looked good. I got a manicure. Her nails look good. She looked refreshed. She was on a date with her husband.
So Kristin was not, I will not use the word appalled by any means.
No, I'm not.
She was shocked.
Like, I would never
She would
have
have never done that.
First of all, my kids didn't go to daycare.
I would have done this in a heartbeat.
And I still don't think I could do it.
Well, now, in her defense, she had to pay regardless.
So you have to pay regardless.
Okay, she had to pay regardless. The type
Maybe
of daycare that she goes
one
to,
day I'd think
she
about
had to pay
it.
regardless. I would have done this in a heartbeat. This is like a bonus week. Are you kidding me?
I would feel so guilty. Bye, kids. Mommy's going to go like do everything for herself.
Heck yeah. And that's
you
what
have
makes
fun, and I'll pick you up.
Mommy. That's what makes you a better mommy. You know what I told my sister-in-law and her sister-in-law who were feeling guilty this weekend about being away from their kids? Guess what makes you a better mommy? Being away from your kids sometimes. Taking time for yourself. Taking care of you makes you a better mom.
That is true. They were just talking about this on the Kelly Clarkson show, because so many times you talk about
you lose yourself.
You don't
in
need
your kids.
to. You don't put yourself first,
right?
Which my mom definitely did not put herself first, raising all 4 of us kids, and I know it was hard and tired. So it's okay every once in a while.
Now I'm not saying all the time, but once in a while, it's okay.
Yeah. I couldn't have done a whole week. I probably would have done a day.
I probably do it more than Kristin does. But
well,
I'm just
of course.
saying.
I love my kids.
I love my kids, blah, blah, blah.
Until next time, friends.
Have a great week.
We're mismatched.